Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to Megaquarium. I've been having a look at this over the last few days of in-game play, and I've come to a conclusion that the way I've been trying to run this level up to now, by just keeping to this amount of space, kind of goes against the way the game is supposed to be played. I wanted to try and challenge myself with this level, and I've kind of worked out that it's just not possible with the mechanics of the game to be able to play it almost realistically like I was wanting to. There's a couple of reasons for this. These toilets, for example, this toilet is dirty, therefore anybody that's walking past this toilet gets pretty much an automatic negative moodlet to say that the entire aquarium is dirty and untidy just because this one toilet is just about to be cleaned. Because we've got members of staff that are dedicated for for cleaning. And but because I'm used to playing a dedicated healer, that's what it is. Yeah, we've got people that are dedicated cleaners, and we're still getting negative moodlets for the place being untidy. And that's why, because these toilets, as soon as they get dirty, as soon as anybody walks past them, you get an automatic thing like this. I mean, there's a fair amount of rubbish here, okay? We need another bin there. So let's do that now. Let's put a bin down just there. And we need to level up this member of staff, which is Zhao. You are our fixer. But what I want to do is just square this place off. So it gives us a fair amount more room, but it doesn't really increase the footprint of the place that much. I still think it's fairly in keeping because a building would essentially be rectangular, and if you've got all of this space here, I'm assuming they're just not using this amount of space. So if we come out to there, first of all, get rid of all of that. Get rid of this, and this is the extension that we put in there. Get rid of all of that, and then we can come down here to there. We'll grab this bit and this and all of that, and then we will grab up to there as well and this wall. So there's a fair amount we're going to need to do before we can actually open this place back up again, because everything is just out in the open. And I think for now, until we know what's really going on, I'm just going to replace the walls as they were before with internal walls. But what I am going to do is move all of these into an actual proper toilet block, because it will automatically make our lives so much better if we do it like this. So if we build walls across there to there, bring one across like that, we can then put in a wall there, down like that. We want a staff door in there, and we want to put a wall in there and there, and that will enable us to move the sink into there, broom cupboard in either side like that, and if we have another sink anywhere just there, we can place that in as well. So that means that two members of staff can come in and clean this at any one time, and only people that are in this area could class anything in here as dirty. So that fixes one massive problem that we had. I want to bring this wall down for now and across. I want to bring this wall like that for now. This area is automatically made larger. That can move like that, and this can move all the way down there like that. And so we've got a large backstage area now. This is actually all backstage as well. So we can get rid of those walls. So we've got from all the way back here, all the way around here, and all the way down, and all of this as well. So our only customer areas at the moment are this walkway through and this little bit here. So what we want to do straight away is increase that amount of space that the customers have, so we can actually fit some more in. That's one of the things that we have for our victory conditions. So I want to completely rework this area today, which essentially means moving all of these tanks into another area. So we'll just do it like this for now. And that is actually a corner tank, so we can do it like that. And then we've got all of this stuff. So let's just sell those off, sell that off, and all of that area there. And let's just move these just into storage for the moment. Move you away from the area we want to work. And let's give ourselves a bit more room to work here. Like that. So I think I'm going to want a couple of things in here. We have the fried egg jelly, so I think I want to have a chrysal tank in here. Now with these tanks we're not necessarily going to go for the biggest stuff. Like the chrysal tank for example, and it's fairly small anyway. So I want to go for a fairly small one, I suppose, like that. And we'll place that in over here for now because I don't exactly know where I want that. The other thing I do want in is a fairly large Belfast tank. If we go for the largest size like that, I think it's going to dominate quite a bit too much. So, or is it? No, go on. Let's have a big Belfast tank, and that can go somewhere like one more forwards, like that. And then we will want the walls for the staff area to come like this and round to there. And then we can have this chrysal tank in like this, I suppose, or one forwards, like that. And have these come out there, and this will come all the way down there. And so this is going to be our entranceway, so we have the big Belfast tank and the chrysal tank, and this again will expand out this way once we've got other stuff in, when we want to expand even further. Now in this place I do want to put these straight away, so we can fit 1, 2, 3, 4 in there. I don't want too many, I just want that many. That will be absolutely fine. We will want a thingy, what's that? A platform and a set of steps. This is going to need some lights on it, so let's grab the lights now. We'll get the power lights on there. Now we need the pump. So this needs only 48. So I want to see if we can get a pump that will do both of these, essentially. In here we have groupers and eels. In here we have squirrelfish, which will be eaten by this. So we can't have these two together. And in here we have... that wouldn't be eaten by these, so that could go in there. That would be, and that would be. And this angelfish, will these fit into here? That's got 16 out of 20, this has got 15 out of 15. What exactly do we want in here? Do we want something really big and special? We don't have anything left to be unlocked at this level. I do quite like the idea of having some seahorses, well. I love seahorses. But for the big stuff, I mean, we've got this ribbon-tail ray. Will eat crustaceans. It is a wimp. Are these guys classed as bullies? No, they're not. I think we're going to start with the eel and the groupers and the pufferfish over here. Because we know we're going to want to keep them anyway. So let's shove those into there. Let's also put the platform into here. Down like that. And then let's see what we can do about the heating for this. Let's also, I suppose, move just a couple of pieces we've got in there. No, let's put a pitted column in there instead. So I'll go for a pitted column about there, and that will suit all of their needs. So we can actually get rid of that now. I want to get rid of that and all its contents. So that's all of that gone. So now we need a large pump. I suppose what I could do is, if we again get rid of all of this, instead of getting rid of all of that, we can move them to be like that and just add in a single wall there. So we've still got those tanks. No, we would want to move it slightly. So let's move that and that. We don't need that at all. That is completely redundant. So we can get rid of that. I think that's okay like that because there is space around it. Move that to there. And then we'll put a staff door in here. And that's okay. That's not too bad. This doesn't have any heat, so that's probably what that was from. It just connected to the wrong thing. So again, we'll go for a very redundant large heater. This has no access to it, right. Move that to there. So these guys are okay. We can move these down. Nope. And to move. And we'll put all of this stuff down here. That'll be fine. So this needs a pump and this needs a pump. So let's get a large pump for this. And I'm kind of hoping that if we put a large pump in there, we'll go for that one first. We also want to add that tank in, and I suppose what we can do, we get rid of those. We can also add that tank and that tank, and we'll see if we can run it all off this one thing. So we're probably going to need 2 power pumps. Yeah, and that will give us enough for all of these plus redundancy. So now we've got this triple filter one running actually. So, but if I press play now, all of these guys are going to die. So let's put some in for now and we will then upgrade it later on. So let's put 2 of those in. Filters. Let's put 2 of these in and that's okay. So now we just need the food for the jellyfish type things, which is Artemia. And there we go. That's all of that open. Now that has made a lot of difference to the front there. Let's go for a large double filter because that will allow us to upgrade a lot of stuff as well. So what have we got in terms of other things we can upgrade, other things we can move down? So we can move this down now, we can upgrade this one. I think I want to do that as well this episode. So again, if we get rid of those walls there, we can move this tank and everything connected to it down to there. We can move this staff door down to there, and we can move this one right out the way for now, because we're going to add into here, we're going to add in a deep corner tank, and that's just going to be the smallest size it can be. So with that in place, we need to put the platform into there with a staircase up to it, and then we need to add in the pumps and stuff. But now we have that large pump, what I can do is add in one of these large heaters just there, and then we can add in a triple pump, triple filter, and that's going to give it everything it needs. So just these two gives it everything it needs, everything it will need as well. So in here we have everything we want to add into that. So if we go just those two and this, we'll have that about there. I can't put the lights on it, so let's grab some power lights, and then let's just grab the eel grass as well, like that. We can sell this one off, and we can add a wall down there, and also we can add a wall just there. Apparently this has no entrance for food. No route between cockles and sand eels. Well, sand eels are there. And okay, yeah, we have no cockles. The cockles are there. So let's get some more of those in. Let's get some cockles over here. And let's get, we do have sand eels, but we will move that over to there. Ah, that's why, because there's no platform on this. Because it's still here. Forgot to move that over. Move that to there, and everything will be fine. So we're making better use of this space. We've got deep tank in there, a deep tank there. These are the only two smaller size tanks that we have left, so we do need to increase those. But what I want to do now, we've got this prestige building up. We need to get some more stuff in here and then get some talks on. So we've got groupers, eels and pufferfish, so we need something which is going to work with that. I can't have anything of size 5 or below. I want to know if this will work, because I really want one of these in there. So let's just see if it will work. Let's just put it in. It does need some more filters, so we'll grab a couple of these triple filters. We can add those in. And what I might actually do is get rid of 1, 2, 3 and 4 and just see how many of these we need. So we want a triple filter, one there, and just to add them all in, so then we can stick stuff in here as we need it, or as we can. So this is going to need live lugworms, so they will go just there. I think also we need a staff door in there. Seems like a good place to have. Oh yes, one of these got eaten by a horse hijack. Didn't realise it was in the same cage as something huge. Yeah, so that's a good place for a staff door there, and maybe one here as well. But no, we've got one here, that'll be fine. Until we expand these, and then we'll add in a door there. So there is the lugworms. We need a little bit more cave in here, and we do need to prettify this up a bit. So I'm going to go a little bit over on this and add in one of those. I want to add in some nets. I like the nets on the back of these Belfast tanks just there. and we will go for some egg rack on that side, some triangle weed there and there, and we'll go for some kelp, I think. Get some kelp in just around the place there. And maybe a little curio somewhere. What don't we have? We don't have a column in. So yeah, a nice column in the centre just there. That'll be fine. Okay, so he's good there. Let's get a talk in about that guy. If we can, we'll increase your feeding. So we come down here for a podium. Now, I do want one for the jellies. So let's get a talk there. And this is going to be about the... We don't have a talk about the jellies? Wow. We can talk about the fried egg jelly tank, but not about the fried egg jellies themselves. I thought that would be a really interesting talk and one would definitely be on. So let's move this then, because I don't really want one about the tanks. I just want these to be about prestige. Trying to get as much prestige out of these ones as we can. So that is worth 14 for that ray we've just put in. And that will be at midday every other day. We will then have another podium in right next to it. And this podium will be for the zebra moray eel. And this will be at 9 o'clock every other day. And then we'll have one more in just next to that, and then this one will be about porcupine pufferfish, and that will be every other day at 3 o'clock. So where we have one at 12, one at 9, so this one's at 9, this one's at 12, and this one's at 3. Excellent. Don't have any other podiums floating around. What's this one? This one was the pufferfish talk, so let's move this one because it's right in front of the toilets, and let's turn it around to face that way, just about there. This one can be disco mushroom talk, and this one wants to be at 3 o'clock, I think every 2 days for that one. And then we've got one here which needs to be moved to there. And this is going to be... Yeah, this one can be a basic aquarium talk. I'm going to say that every day at 9 o'clock. And then finally, the other thing I want to do is move all of this stuff down to about there. Okay. Oh, and there's a bin there which can go into the corner. So that gives us enough space in the centre here to add in a lagoon tank. And we could even have one... We could actually have one, a big one like that. So we just need to move that over by one. Now this will be powered by a pump over here. So we'll grab a large pump because I want to start using these, and that will go to there, and it will also do these two once it's up and running. So we want a heater, one of these mega heaters. So let's see. Oh no, it won't do this one because this one's chilled, but it will do that one. And let's grab a triple filter for there, 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 and there. And that will be absolutely fine for anything we want to stick in this. And what I really do want to put in this, I want to get my my seahorses in. Slender seahorses can't be housed with any seahorses or sea dragons. They grow up to 4, and I want to get like 8 of these guys in. Needs a load of vegetation in there. So we'll get, I quite like the idea of doing just sea grass or eel grass around the bottom with something in here, which can be a little curio, a 1x1 curio of a, what do we have? We can have a skull in there, why not? There we go. Plenty of space around it. I want to know if we can put a talk in about the seahorses. Get a podium, place it there. Increase your gift shop, because you're pretty much useless at anything else. And send under seahorse, that will be every 2 days at 3 o'clock. There we go. And there we go, from level 9 to level 10. Wonderful. All of that stuff we've done today has taken us over into level 10. Now we actually have the ability to research the fried egg jellies. That might be why we couldn't actually do a talk about them. So once we get these unlocked, we will have a look whether we can do that, whether we can actually get talks about these fried egg jellies. Gives us a load of stuff to unlock and gives us something like the gaping caverns, Aztec blocks and paint and stuff we can do as well. I think that is where I'm going to leave it for today though. We're going to get the copper band butterfly going straight away, I think. So let's just have a look at that. Black tip reef shark donation. We need to build a tank with, well, we've got that. Okay, that might actually complete straight away. I'll look after your sharks, we're in safe hands. So all we need to do is add in some science stuff into this tank here, but we will be doing that next episode, so thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.